My Lords, I'll stand now. I think it's probably the appropriate moment, sorry, if I jumped in over the Noble Lord Viscount Younger. But I just wanted to rise, I was going to say in the next group, apologise to Lord Seeker and say I would have signed his amendments had I seen them and got myself organised in time. But I think the Noble Lord is absolutely right that the two groups do really fit together. And I think there's just a couple of things I wanted to say that relates to both the amendments moved by the Noble Lady Baroness Finn and also those that were tabled by the Noble Lord Seeker, which is independence is absolutely crucial. And I'm not actually sure that writing the word independent in is quite the right way to approach this, in that I'm not a lawyer, but how you would define whether someone is actually independent or not strikes me as a very difficult task. I mean, it might exclude someone who's donated a large amount of money to a political party to then be appointed to that job, for example, but there's a lot more finer cases than that. That's why I actually preferred the amendments put down by the Noble Lord Seeker to allow a review by the Treasury Committee. To me, that is a genuinely independent oversight of a body to ensure that it is independent. But nonetheless, I think addressing both of these groups of amendments together in the Noble Lady Baroness Finn's, and I will pick up the points made earlier by the Noble Lady Baroness Fox, not currently in her place, about the level of public distrust that's arisen since the situations of COVID procurement. And also, I was actually recently on LBC television and talking about defence procurement, a subject that's very much in the news at the moment. And I was quite surprised to see across a broad political spectrum of people the level of distrust there was in terms of government defence procurement and the issues that have arisen in that space as well. So I think these are, as the Noble Lady Baroness Finn said, really important issues of public trust, and we know we have a huge problem of public trust in institutions at the moment. And I'm very specifically addressing Amendments 74C and 74D. As the Noble Lady Baroness Finn was speaking, this is a genuine question for clarification that I rise following on from this, in terms of the Minister delegating functions. I hope the Noble Lady the Minister might be able to confirm to me that the government would see that none of these functions would ever be delegated to an outside agency. And I'm thinking here of the issues of consultants, of outsourcing that's brought so much government action into disrepute, companies that have real issues in terms of the way they've behaved in delivering public contracts. And we know it's a handful of companies that very often deliver most of the large government contracts. So I hope that the Noble Lady the Minister might be able to confirm that this would never be outsourced, because I think that would be a deeply problematic thing, and maybe what the amendment the Noble Lady Baroness Finn put down would address that issue.